Wait. Come on! No. Why would we go to the roof? This makes no sense!
Because this is on the roof!
No, we cannot do this. I can't do this. This is a bad idea.
I think you're being a touch negative right now because see, men are trying to kill us, Bobby.
My only issue with this film right now with Netflix is...
Action!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Church's Hollywood Moments with me, Thomas J. Churchill, a.k.a. Church. This is the channel where you get all your mainstream and independent film stories being told through the eyes of a working writer-director in Hollywood, me, Thomas J. Churchill. You're living through my life on this channel. Today, we're going to do a movie review. This is our first time actually doing a movie review, and I wanted to do my first movie review based on this film. We're going to talk about Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F. Will debut on Netflix July 3rd. It was made for Netflix. There should have been a theatrical release as well with a title like this. After watching it on the big screen, you appreciate a film like this in that caliber. So what I'm about to say is do not watch this movie on your phones, on your iPads, on your laptops. If you have a nice, decent-sized television or a big screen television, watch this movie on Netflix. Because there's so much going on, so many Easter eggs, that I believe on the smaller device, you're going to miss it. Beverly Hills Cop, for me, as a filmmaker, is one of the 5 movies that inspired me to continue to follow my dream and do what I do. It's a long, that's on a different story, different episode of something to tell you that story. This is a 4th entry into a series that started back in 1984 from director Martin Brest. Went on to direct Midnight Run, which was Robert De Niro's first comedy. It starred also John Ashton, who plays Taggart in the Beverly Hills Cop series. Originally, I don't know if everybody else knows this, but Beverly Hills Cop was originally intended to star Sylvester Stallone back in 1984. But Stallone wanted to rewrite certain parts of the script and make it more of a big cop, action-y, darker. There wasn't really that much humor in it, and he wanted to do a lot of car crashes and everything else. The original character's name was Axel Cobretti that Sly was writing in his script version of it. From what I was told, he would have went completely over budget with the way they were planning to do the original Beverly Hills Cop, so they asked Stallone, here's a script, go do Cobra, and the rest is history. So, which also goes back to the Easter eggs of Sylvester Stallone. That's in Beverly Hills Cop 2, which is in Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Now, also in Beverly Hills Cop 2, there was also Brigitte Nielsen, who at the time was Sylvester Stallone's wife. So enough with that, and let's talk about Beverly Hills Cop series. So Beverly Hills Cop came out in 1984, 40 years ago. Had a sequel, which came out in 1987, directed by Tony Scott. Years later, in 1994, there was a movie called Beverly Hills Cop 3, which to me feels like a fit for America. John Landis was not the right director for Beverly Hills Cop 3. Plus, that script was not very well thought out for a 3rd entry. Let's talk about Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Directed by Mark Malloy, his first feature film. Man struck gold with this project. Coming on for a first feature film, working for Jerry Bruckheimer, directing an iconic comedic actor as Eddie Murphy in an iconic role as Axel Foley in an iconic series as Beverly Hills Cop. Bravo. That's what I'm going to say. Mark Malloy hit the mark, hit a home run with this feature. Because to me, I felt like he captured everything that was laid out in the previous 2 films. Again, we're not going to talk about the 3rd. Although the 3rd one is mentioned in this film and it's handled pretty funny. He captured the style, he captured the character, character of Axel Foley, the way Eddie Murphy portrayed him in the first two films is the same as this. Obviously, the character evolved. It's 40 years later from when he originally came to Beverly Hills. He had a daughter. He's estranged with his daughter. He's got an ex-wife. They don't really go into too much details about that, which is great because it was kind of focused more on Axel and his daughter, and the chemistry works absolutely great. It's very emotional. It's very iconic. They ripped the page from how Top Gun 2 started off as kind of an homage to Top Gun. This one starts off as an homage to Beverly Hills Cop, the original. Back in Detroit, the movie grabs you from the first 10 minutes and it doesn't let go until the ending credits. There's so many great things in this movie. It's shot amazing. One of the cool things as a filmmaker, I want to say to you guys is there's very limited CGI. In fact, there's practically none. Everything is done in camera. It's all practical effects. When you see Eddie in a helicopter, Eddie's in a helicopter. They built the helicopter for the scene, obviously, to keep people safe. But everything you see in this movie done in camera with practical effects. To me, that is a 10 in filmmaking. Everything looks perfect when you're doing CGI. There's no mistakes. And I want to see a flub, or whatever you guys want to call it. I want to see a mistake on film that is so perfectly caught that they leave in. Like if you go back and watch Beverly Hills Cop 2, there's some mistakes, but they left it in. If you go back and watch Beverly Hills Cop 1, one of the biggest mistakes that I saw that is when he goes to the Harrow Club and he has the fight and he takes the bad guy and he throws him across the table. His stuntman in that movie, in that scene, looks like Richard Pryor. You go from this thin Axel with short hair to this larger Axel with almost an afro and a thicker mustache, picking this guy up and throwing him across the table in the original Beverly Hills Cop. Those are the things I'm saying about mistakes, because it's real. With this film, the action, and having the practical effects, where you're seeing police cars and smashing against things and a snowplow and tractor trailers and just stuff truly happening at the same time was great. The music is fantastic. They do a lot of homage to the first two films, as well as have some cool new beats for this film. I have to say, the rest of the cast, Taggart played great again by John Ashton. Rosewood again played great by Judge Reinhold. Bronson Pinchot reprised his role as Serge. Paul Reiser reprised his role as Jeffrey. Of course, Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon in this film is fantastic. You know what's crazy? Eddie Murphy and Kevin Bacon back in 1984, their movies went head to head. The original Footloose came out in 1984. So did Beverly Hills Cop, came out in 1984. I have to say, watching these two iconic actors play up against each other was great. I had an actual great time at this movie. The team that got me there. I also want to thank Esau McKnight, who is in this film. It's good seeing you on the big screen. I loved it. I thought Beverly Hills Cop Axel F is fantastic. If you're a big fan, like myself, of the original two, you will absolutely love this movie. If you're a fan of the third movie, then you'll understand what a real sequel should be. I'm so happy that Mark Malloy did not call it Beverly Hills Cop 4. He created a new entry for anybody that doesn't watch classic films. This is an introduction to who Axel Foley is. And if you've never seen any of the other movies, I recommend you go back and watch part 1, 2, hell, even watch part 3, so you understand what we're talking about when we discuss Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Watch it on a big screen. If you got a big TV, watch it on a big TV. That's my review. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give it 5 because I felt it was worth the wait. It was a long wait, guy. Come on, 40 years, 30 years. I understood why they were waiting because Eddie Murphy loves this character. This character is very important to him. It's the character that kind of launched him into stardom. It was his first leading role as a leading man. I understand why, if he was coming back to reprise this role, it had to be perfect. It had to be great. Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. Check it out on Netflix. It's a wrap. Church's Hollywood Moments. See you next.
What were you doing in California anyway?
I was working.
Working where?
Beverly Hills.
Axel!
Hey, Mikey.
Oh.
Oh, you don't mind if I ask around a little bit, do you?
Don't do a damn thing. Stay out of this.
You know, this is the cleanest and nicest police car I've ever been in my life. This thing's nicer than my apartment.
I just got off the phone with an Inspector Todd in Detroit. He says if you're out here investigating the Tandino murder,
How you doing?
you needn't bother coming back.
You haven't the slightest idea who you're dealing with.
Look, all three of us are cops. We should be working together. Cover me.
Police! You're all under arrest!
You do that again, I'll shoot you myself.
Now, please some things to drink, wine, a cocktail, espresso.
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
I'll make it myself right back there with a little lemon twist. It's good. You should try it.
All of you eat the floor! Now!
Axel Foley is back.
Who is he?
I'd say he's a cop.
This is a Detroit badge. What the hell are you doing in Beverly Hills?
I'm going deep undercover.
Back where he doesn't belong.
Excuse me, we're the owners of this house.
They're in Hawaii for a week while the construction's happening.
I'm Axel Foley, Beverly Hills Building Inspector.
You've stolen this house.
How do you steal a house? It's my uncle's house.
Reunited with all his old buddies.
What the hell's going on here? Who the hell are you?
I'm Johnny Wishbone, psychic extraordinaire. If you need me, just think Johnny Wishbone and I come running. Lots and biddles. It's like kibbles and bits, but different.
Oh, this is a big mistake, a big mistake.
Would you lighten up and take some risks?
This is definitely breaking the law.
So how long would it take to shave those legs anyway?
I suppose you're trying to be charming.
Actually, I'm just offering my grooming services.
Get out of here, you degenerate! I want you out of here!
Is this a black thing?
Hey! Sound your alarm! You gotta break it!
I need authorization.
Authorized!
Are we having a problem here?
Hugh Hefner! Axel Foley! And this is Max. And Max kills cops for a living!
Well, it is pretty sporty! Don't complain! It's all I can find!
Does the steering wheel work in this thing?
I'm steering! Well, do the brakes work? I don't know, I haven't tried them yet!
Kill him, burn him, blow him away.
Don't worry about a thing. On the job.
That's what I'm afraid of!
Eddie Murphy, Beverly Hills Cop.